I want to welcome everyone to Devos. And this week, we're going to be talking about tempted. I don't know if you've ever been tempted. I know you have. Okay, you really need these devotions here. C.S. Lewis once said this. He said that, when it comes to drinking, sex, materialism, he said, as human beings, we are like the poor little child that's sitting in the alleys, dirty alleys of the city, making mud pies because he has no idea what the day at the beach is all about. Well, when people look at the pleasures that this life has to offer, it's because they don't understand the pleasures of God, the joy and the peace that comes by living under God's rules and obeying Him. Okay, so I want to go, this is the key passage we're going to be looking at this week. Love not the world. Now, I want to let you know, that's a command of God. It's hard to find people that don't love the world. It says, neither the things that are in the world. If any man loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, those three things, that's what the devil will use to take you down, is not of the Father, but is of the world. Now, this is something just every one of us struggle with. Now, somebody once wrote this, as you get older, don't worry about avoiding temptation. As you grow older, temptation avoids you. Well, that's not really true. I'll tell you what that is true with. There are certain things in life when you are young, you're like really tempted with this and tempted with that. Then as the years go on, some of those things, that's not what tempts you, but the devil will always find something else to tempt you with. Sometimes it's being tempted on just not serving God anymore, being tempted just to kind of give up on life and let the gravity of your body take over and not take care of yourself. And your body is the temple of God. So I want you to think about the things in which you are being tempted with right now. Now look here in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 26. It says, they may come to their senses. Talk about people who are trapped by the devil. They may come to their senses and escape from the snare of the devil after being captured by him to do his will. Now, what this is saying is this. The devil will use temptation to trap you, to keep you from doing all that God wants you to do. Temptation has destroyed marriages. Temptation has destroyed people's careers. I remember one man, which I was dealing with, and he had a problem with gambling. And it wasn't until I was some years in the ministry that I really understood that this was a real problem. So here he was. He had a job downtown. He made like $150,000 a year. He had a beautiful home. He drove a nice car. But in reality, he ran up almost $1 million of debt trying to pay off his debts from betting, from gambling. Isn't that sad? Here's a guy who's so smart, but that devil knew right where to get him. Now, that's what we're talking about all week, because I know that there's somebody who's listening to me right now, and you've got some temptation going on. You have something which is destroying you. Look here, temporary happiness isn't worth long-term pain. So yes, we are tempted by things we like. Sin is fun. It is, but it's only temporary fun, and it brings long-range suffering and pain. And the devil will use it to destroy you. So listen, today, I want you to pray. Whatever your temptation is, I want you to give it to God and say, God, now this is it. I want to overcome this.